What's happening? Welcome back to Movie Cry. Hell House LLC Part 3 Lake of Fire. Directed once again by Stephen Cognetti and also written by him. The man just loves the old Hell House. He loves the old Abaddon Hotel, this man. In this story, though, we follow Russell Wynn. He's like an entrepreneur and he's bought out the Abaddon Hotel before it was demolished. And he's played by Gabriel Chitri, and he's very good in the movie, actually. Second character we follow is played by Elizabeth Vermilia, and her name is Vanessa Shepherd. So yes, I have reviewed the first two parts of Hell House the last couple of weeks. Go and check those out on the channel. There is 4 altogether, and there's going to be a 5th by the end of October, so I'm trying to catch up on the Hell House saga so I know where I'm at for the new movie. Let's get into it. So I must say, I liked this one better than the second one, but I still don't think it's as good as the first one, if that makes sense. This one, we follow Russell Wynn, as I said, and he is an entrepreneur. He's bought the Abaddon Hotel, and he runs this kind of an interactive drama show that people can kind of see live and see the scenes happening in front of them, and it's called Insomnia. And he's revamped the Abaddon Hotel to kind of suit this show. And if you watch my review of the second part, you will see that I was pretty turned off that they didn't make much of an effort to kind of change the hotel, or it was a lot of the same props and stuff from the first one, which I thought was very fucking lazy. Luckily, this one is kind of a breath of fresh air because they revamped the hotel to kind of have new sets and new kind of props to suit this show, which I really appreciated. And yes, you have this group of folks, they're kind of getting ready to do this show, prepping for opening night, very reminiscent of the first movie. And some shady shit is going down about the place. Opening night comes around and it goes batshit crazy as always with Hell House. So yeah, I'm not going to dwell on the story too much. It's very on par with the first two parts, and I really enjoyed those ones, especially the first one. So I really enjoyed this one as well. Moving on to the pacing, this movie I believe is only 80 minutes long, so like an hour and 20 minutes. So it doesn't overstay its welcome, and I appreciate that as well. And the pacing is very reminiscent of the first two movies. Small stuff kind of happening. Scares are very much on screen. No jump scares, no cheap shit. Good scares, tense scares on scene. And then it builds up to the massive kind of explosion of shit that occurs by the end of the movie. As I said, I enjoyed the story in this one a bit better because they kind of revamped the hotel and kind of gave it a new twist, I guess. And I really appreciated that. Story and pacing for Hell House LLC Part 3, Lake of Fire, I'm going to go 3 out of 5. Moving on to the visuals and creative direction. So the visuals in this movie are pretty damn good, man. It seems like they had a bit more of a chunky budget, money bags for this third part of the actual saga. So, you can kind of see that come across on the screen. The new sets are pretty cool. There's some creepy things going on. There's like a set that's really nice. It's like all white with like white hooded figures. Really like that, and you can kind of guess that it's not so white by the end of the movie. We'll say that much. But yes, the new sets were pretty cool. Also, the way that they do the handheld camera, it doesn't feel so handheldy, you know. It doesn't feel so shaky or, In fact, there's a couple of really creative shots in this movie that I really liked. One shot involves a camera that lands on a record and it's kind of doing a rotation, and stuff is going on around the room while this is happening. And I just thought it was so cool the way that they did it. So fucking kudos to them. As I said, the visuals overall are, pretty good. Probably the best of the series so far. There's a shot with CGI in this movie, and once again, like the second part of the saga, it just doesn't mix well with the rest of the movie. It's the most fake fucking flame I've ever seen, and it took me right out of the movie. I was like, what the fuck do you do that for? CGI does not fit well in the Hell House movies. It just doesn't. Stick to the props. That's where the scares are best. When you use CGI, it just takes you out of it. Creative direction. Yes, creative direction, for me, I don't know. It's it's getting very convoluted, in my opinion. By the end of this movie, some stuff happens, and it left me with kind of more questions than answers. Overall, visuals and direction for me, I'm gonna go 3.5 out of 5. I think that's a fair score for visuals and direction in this one. Lastly, score and sound. I mean, probably the most famous song from the Hell House series is the piano thing that goes on. It's not really a song, it's just kind of a sound effect. So I don't class that as a song. However, this little sound plays in my head since I started watching these movies, and so I give it credit there. The sound effects are pretty good in the movie. The gore is pretty good. The scares are done pretty good with the sound. Can't really complain about the sound in this movie. For sound and score, purely because the score is kind of weak, I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5. There you have it, folks. 3.3 out of 5 for Hell House LLC Part 3. I will be reviewing Part 4. It is supposed to be one of the better ones of the series, so I will be reviewing that as well in the next couple of weeks. And a new one is coming out. I believe it's called Hell House Lineage. It's coming out at the end of October. I will be reviewing that as well. But if you like this movie talk, and you like this movie crack, and you like having a bit of fun here, stick around. Don't be a sausage. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that good stuff. I'm a new channel. I'm trying to get up the ranks, so every little bit helps. Thank you all who've subscribed to me already. Very appreciated. Every single one of you mean a lot to me. Thank you all. That's all I got for today. Good luck. See you in the next one. Hopefully it's a good one.